The new GTA Online update is almost here, and today on the show we have all of the news and information in regards to all of our new upcoming money bonuses, big discounts, free vehicles, extra free rewards, unlocks, and challenges for players to participate in and get involved with for this next week in GTA Online. Of course, it is the second week of the Halloween 2025 event here for GTA. There's a lot to go over. We're going to be diving into it all, and this video will serve as your comprehensive sneak peek at the new GTA Online event that goes live in just about 12 hours or so from the time this video gets posted, specifically about 4 a.m. Central Time in the US. Convert that to your local time zone to get the exact time it goes live for you. Alright, jumping in, let's preface this video with all of the new Halloween content coming for this week. I guess I should say new as in like returning for this year, the stuff specifically for this week, not brand new content we've never seen before. A lot of this stuff is recycled from older years, but the specific things for this week, because like I said, you know, last week we didn't have the UFO appearances and whatnot. So for this particular week here, week 2 of the Halloween event, we do have the Judgment Day adversary mode returning to the game, the Phantom car random event, basically the Christine car, that is coming here back to GTA Online. The Cerberus surprise random event, that's a really fun one, so I'm glad to see that's returning so soon. Usually we see it later in the month. And then the UFO appearances are coming back into the game. There's multiple events surrounding the UFOs as well, and if this is kicking it off, that is pretty cool right there. We also have a login reward for this week. Simply log into GTA Online to receive the Vintage Witch mask, which will be added to your wardrobe here in game. For our money bonuses for this week in GTA Online, lots of different double money and double RP opportunities, but nothing as good as last week or this current week with the double money on the bunker, right? So Judgment Day as an adversary mode is double money and double RP. If you're a GTA Plus member, that will be 4 times money and 4 times RP. A lot of the stuff was also shown off on the newswire because we got a sneak preview at the weekly challenges as well as the adversary modes that will be going on bonus for each particular week. But in addition to that, we also have a double money and double RP opportunity on document forgery sell missions, or 4 times money on that with GTA Plus. That's hilarious because the document forgery is the absolute worst MC business in the game. Even on double money, I'd argue it's really not worth dealing with because that's the money it should be making by default. If you're making 4 times money with GTA Plus, I could argue, I guess it would be worth investing that time into, but no matter what way you spin it, I mean, that's hilarious that that's a bonus. Rockstar couldn't give us just double money and double RP on all MC businesses or anything like that. They chose the absolute worst one. Or, you know, we could have gotten any of the other ones that got buffed, right? With money fronts, but either way, that's what we're working with right now. We also have a double money and double RP opportunity on taxi work, so I'll probably make a video on that, grinding that for an hour, showing you guys how much money you can make if you just want to try it as well. And then double money and double RP continues on the Halloween community series. Maybe we'll get some new jobs, things of the like. The weekly challenge for this week, because remember, all weekly challenges in the game are receiving double money and double RP for this entire month. So this week's weekly challenge, just complete 3 taxi work missions, which is just transporting 3 taxi customers or transporting them with your taxi. You'll make your 200 grand instead of the usual 100 grand. You'll also unlock the weathered vintage zombie, or the, weathered vintage mummy mask, and the Halloween Undead and Vinewood Undead collection continues here in game. This requires you to complete the first 3 weeks of weekly challenges for the month of October in GTA. You'll receive the Slasher Clown outfit, the Please Stop Me mask, the Vinewood Zombie t-shirt, as well as the Skulls livery for the Mammoth Avenger. So if you haven't completed this week's weekly challenge, currently in game at the time of me making this video, it's like complete 2 waves of a survival without dying. You'll make 200 grand and you'll receive a mask. If you complete this next week, which is 3 taxi work missions, another really simple one, a monkey can do it, you'll make another 200 grand and you'll receive the vintage mummy mask, and you'll also check off 2 out of 3 weeks of weekly challenges put towards that Vinewood Undead collection. If you miss the first week's weekly challenge, the second week's weekly challenge, or the third week's weekly challenge for, essentially it'll be October the 16th through the 22nd, you will not unlock the Vinewood Undead collection. You need to complete all 3 weeks without missing one. If you miss one, you're screwed. For our discounts here for this next week in GTA Online, we of course have continued here discounts on all the Halloween vehicles, so we'll go over those at the end because they're continuing from last week. They're going to be around all month long, so you have tons of time. But also for this particular week here in GTA, you have 30% off the document forgery offices here in game. You can also get 30% off the Dinka Jester RR, 30% off the Grati Itali GTO, 30% off the Vapid Festival bus, 30% off the Western Company Annihilator, 30% off the Nagasaki Blazer Aqua, 30% off the Declassy Tulip M100, 30% off the HVY Chernobog, 30% off the Kraken Avisa Submarine, 30% off the Ubermacht Rebla GTS, 30% off the Ocelot Penetrator, 30% off the Vapid Taxi, plus 30% off all of the Halloween vehicles that we've been seeing so far. So the LCC Sanctus, the Albany Lurcher, the Albany Frankenstange, the DeClassy Tornado Rat Rod, plus the Chariot Romero Hearse, and all Arena War outfits as well. Don't forget about those. When it comes to the salvage yard robberies for this next week here in GTA Online, these are going to be available through October the 15th. The Gangbanger robbery is going to feature the Bravado Greenwood. That is the standard range vehicle for this week. The cargo ship robbery returns, featuring the Benefactor Schlagen GT as this week's mid-range vehicle. And then we also have the Duggan robbery, featuring the Invitero Coquette D10, featuring this week's top range vehicle in the game. None of these are claimable for this week, so that is unfortunate right there. Once again, at the Diamond Casino and Resort, your lucky wheel podium vehicle for the week is the Dinka Conjo SJ. Plus, at the LS Car Meet, your LS Car Meet prize ride is the Vapid Click Wagon. The prize ride challenge for this week is just finishing in the top 5, and you'll be rewarded with that car. So that just seems for one day in a row, or just one day at all, finish in top 5, probably the easiest challenge we've ever seen, and you'll get the Vapid Click Wagon. Also at the LS Car Meet, when it comes to the premium test ride vehicle, which you need an enhanced version of the game to actually take advantage of, it is the Grotti Stinger TT feature there. And also as test drive cars from the LS Car Meet, you could check out the Vapid Hustler. You could also check out the Lampadati Pijali, as well as the Dubocci Rapid GT here in GTA Online. At Premium Deluxe Motorsport, we have featured here the DeClassy Tulip, the BF Raptor, the Albany Frankenstange, the DeClassy Tornado Rat Rod, plus the Chariot Romero Hearse. So just 2 new vehicles featured at Premium Deluxe Motorsport. The other ones are remaining from the last week. At Luxury Autos, you could check out the Invitero Coquette D5, plus the DeClassy Yosemite 1500. And then moving on to the gun van discounts this week, you can get 40% off the Compact EMP Launcher. GTA Plus members can get 50% off the Shocker, the Widowmaker, the Up and Atomizer, as well as the Unholy Hellbringer, plus 40% off the Tactical SMG if you're a GTA Plus member. That's crazy. There's so many GTA Plus discounts at the gun van this week. And then when it comes to this week's premium race, weekly time trials, and FIB priority file, the Root Force file is this week's priority file. The premium race for this week is Crossing Paths, locked to the Sports Classics category. The HSW time trial for this week is Sandy Shores to La Puerta, as well as the normal time trial is Vinewood Hills. Now, according to GTA series videos and their tweet, the document forgery sell missions, like I said, are double money and double RP. That's for the biker business stock, but also apparently the document forgery office nightclub goods, the ones that are tied to the document forgery office at the nightclub, those are also double money and double RP. So like a little bit better than just the document forgery, but like still, is it also worth changing the document forgery and assigning a tech to that at your nightclub? I also wouldn't think so. The grass from a couple months ago was worth it. I would not argue that the document forgery like nightclub goods would be worth assigning a technician to, even with double cash. But as it stands, that's what we have for this next week here in GTA Online. Also, we're about to hit 500,000 subs on the YouTube channel, so thank you so much for the support over here. I greatly appreciate it. From all the different games I've covered, from Battlefield, Call of Duty, lots of Red Dead Online, and now I'm exclusively or almost exclusively doing GTA. We've always changed up what games we do here on the channel, and definitely for the next long time here, we'll be sticking with GTA because this seems to be what you guys, the viewers, seem to appreciate most. So thank you guys so much for the support. We are definitely going to be pushing for that 1 million. We're halfway there, baby. Let's go. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to drop a like on this video if you guys did go on to enjoy. Consider subscribing to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more GTA Online content just like this. Check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for more GTA Online money grinding live streams. That is the GTA 6 waiting room over on there. And of course, check out my YouTube shorts, TikToks, Instagram Reels, and Facebook Reels as well for daily short form rapid fire tips, tricks, news, updates, guides, leaks, and more. I will see you guys bright and early with the GTA Online weekly update guide. We're going to go into detail on all these vehicles, talk about performance, customization, ways to make money, etc. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios, amigos.